video we're going to cover our top 10 tips for you planning your stress-free holiday. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Ash, and we are the Wanderers, and we are a travel channel that covers tips for travelling the world whilst also travelling ourselves. We're going to be talking a lot about anxieties and phobias of travelling and how we overcame them, which can also help you give you advice on how to overcome them yourself.
Now everybody wants a stress-free holiday, and in order to have the best holiday possible, you need to start at home. And by this we mean you need to plan.
Yes, planning is essential, so here is our top 10 tips for planning your holiday.
Number 10, finding the right destination for you. Research what you want. Do you want somewhere hot, or do you want somewhere to hit that adrenaline rush? Don't just go for the first place off the top of your head.
Yes, Google is your friend. There are thousands of people out there that will be happy to offer you advice on where you should go, and don't be afraid to go somewhere a little bit different or somewhere less well known.
Yes, one thing we want to do is go out of our comfort zone, and we do this by randomly picking a destination out of a box and saying, yep, that's where we're going.
Number 9, check the weather, and by this we don't just mean packing your sunscreen. To make sure that the where and when you want to go isn't going to be severe weather conditions whilst you're on holiday, hot or cold.
Yes, for example, if you're planning on going to America, you might want to make sure that it's not hurricane season, or if you're going to Thailand or some of the southern Asian countries, it could be monsoon season. Going in these times could potentially be really dangerous and will make that dream holiday a nightmare. Number 8. Okay, so you have picked where you want to go, but now you need to pick when. It will go a long way if you can be flexible on dates. If possible, avoid school holidays, as companies will charge a lot more money for travelling in these times.
But we do understand not everyone can do this, be it having children in school or work commitments. So when you are planning a holiday, please bear in mind that it could be a bit more expensive. And number 7, when planning when you want to go and where you want to go, check that it is either high season, low season or mid season.
Yes, we recently went to Belgium, and unfortunately a lot of places were closed early or weren't open at all, so take it from us, research beforehand.
Now on to number 6. Right, so we've picked where we're going and when, but now we need to find the best price. Unfortunately, this is a lot easier now than ever before. With a host of price comparison sites, you can be sure to get the value for money, so shop around.
Yep, these bookings sites include Travel Supermarket and Booking.com. Both offer competitive prices, so you can find the cheapest and best options for your holiday.
Now on to number 5. Right, so we've got where we're going, we have the date set and the hotels booked. Now it's time to budget. Get a rough plan on what you want to do whilst you're on holiday. For example, if you want to go to a theme park, incorporate into that budget how much that will be.
Yeah. My general rule, depending on where I'm going, is to roughly say I'm going to spend £100 a day. This might seem a bit too much for some people, but you'd rather have too much money than not enough. So this includes eating out, going to attractions, and like I said, it's better to have too much than not enough.
But don't forget, most places will have supermarkets and stuff, so if you don't want to go out for dinners every night, that isn't always a bad thing.
Yeah. Number 4, going in hand with budgeting, is booking excursions. Before you go on holiday, this is where you can save money and potentially avoid disappointment that you might miss out on something you wanted to do.
Yeah, a couple of years ago we both went to Amsterdam and we wanted to visit the Anne Frank house. Unfortunately, when we got there, we found out that it had been fully booked for months in advance and we couldn't see it at all for the 2 days we were there.
No,
so please keep these things in mind for your next holiday. Right, now number 3, research when you're going and where you're going, because lots of places offer great parades, festivals, everything, all times of year.
Also, educate yourself on where you're going to find out about the local traditions, local delicacies, and where the best place to try them. You can have an authentic and memorable experience to truly make your holiday one not to be forgotten. Number 2, check reviews of restaurants for 2 reasons. Number one, so you're not spending valuable time wandering around trying to find somewhere nice and then end up settling for something not that great because you got fed up of looking around. We've done that plenty of times.
And just to add to that, some of us do have dietary requirements. Some of us are vegetarian, gluten-free. It's wise to check in advance, especially in smaller countries, if restaurants do actually cater for these.
Yeah, definitely. And number one, make sure you can get around. Check to find out how good public transport is for your destination. If it's not that great or you'd prefer driving yourself, make sure you can book a car that suits your needs.
And once again, research car hire and book it early to avoid disappointment and potentially save you a lot of money.
I hope these tips have helped you, and if you like this video, subscribe for more great content coming up. And don't forget to follow us on social media.
And if you do have anything you want to add, any essential tips from where you've been, where we're going, please leave them in the comments. We will get around to it.
We've been the Wanderers, and thank you for watching.